Young man Willie checking in. You doing Tawal today, Officer Recall?
Yeah, I'm doing Tawal. Y'all was me on Shop Rocketha. What's going on? Everybody go ahead and get class started. This is the I.S.U.P.K Tuesday Brotherhood class. I'm Officer 500 Ricard teaching today. Y'all want some y'all Shop Rocketha to the brothers. Y'all Shamar Lathan by Hashem. Y'all shout to the sisters. Before we go ahead and get into today's topic, anybody got any questions online or in class?
Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shab Rakatah. This is your man Ron.
Shalom, y'all. It's me, y'all Shab Rakatah. What's going on?
Y'all Tawab.
Yeah, everything Tawab, Most High Christ. Anybody got any questions? No questions? No questions? All right, well, if you have any questions later on in the class, just say Salaki. We'll go ahead and get you in here. Well, with that, we're going to get into today's topic, which is what you do. You understand what you do can affect your brothers. You know what I mean? That's why we in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding Journey Yahanna upheld this truth as like the first thing on our mind. You know what I mean? You always supposed to have this truth in your mind because you don't want to be a brother that, you know what I mean, is at home secretly doing things, acting like nobody don't see you. The general was just talking about it the other day, you know what I mean, in his class. He was saying that, you know, a lot of brothers, some brothers, I forgot the scripture that he broke down, but it might be some brother who think they in the truth just because their name is on the I.S.U.P.K roll, you know what I mean? They not putting in no work on their own, or they secretly, you know, smoking weed at home or doing something at the house. Well, the time will come when Christ come, and all your brothers around you will be, you know what I mean? They'll get salvation, you know what I mean? Christ will come and save them, and you'll be sitting here in a UPK shirt. You know what I mean? You thought you was gonna just make it just because you on the road. You know what I mean? That's not the case, man. You know what I mean? Depending on what you do can also affect your brothers. You thinking a lot of people, you know what I mean? Even the people in the world that think they found the truth or they don't want to join the school, they thinking to themselves that, oh well, if I do anything, it only affects me. Your actions don't only affect you, man. You know what I mean? What Martin Luther King did didn't just affect him; it affected all of us as a nation, man. You know what I mean? What Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans do, it affects your whole nation depending on what you do, man. You understand? Especially dealing with the Most High. You know, the Most High will punish the whole nation off of one man's doing. You understand? So we're gonna get into scriptures today, talking about that. We're gonna start off at Joshua. Give me Joshua 6 and what verse is it? Give me 1 second. Oh, my phone cut off? What the hell? My phone just cut off. It's coming back on. Oh, we have some technical difficulties online. Give me 1 second. Dang, the jump just updated on itself. Let me see your I can see your phone for now. Y'all wrong. Let me see your phone. I don't know if this is gonna do a whole updating process.
What you need?
Just call in the call-in number. That's it. Gone. Alright, so like, yeah, my phone just dropped. My phone, well, it didn't drop. It just reset it on its own. You know, with iPhones, they just like to do their own thing sometimes. So Salaki about that, but we back on the class. Shalom, class. Anybody else called in while my phone had reset it?
Salaki, sir.
Alright, they got young man Quint. Anybody else call in?
Salaki, sir, Shanae.
Alright, I got Sister Shanae. Y'all doing Tawab?
We're doing well.
Alright, Most High Christ. Well, we're going to start off at Joshua chapter 6 and start at verse, somebody start at verse 16. Joshua chapter 6 verse 16, 6 verse, 16? Yeah. Somebody read it when they got it?
Joshua, chapter 6, verse 16. And it came to pass in the seventh time, when the priests blew with the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, shout, for the Lord hath given you the city.
Right, so everybody know what this is talking about, right? With the walls of Jericho, with the city of Jericho. Where the Lord told Joshua to, compass around the city of Jericho for 6 days. Each day going around the city. And then on the seventh day, they would do it 7 times. And they would shout, and the 7 priests would blow the horns, and then they would shout, and the wall fall down. You know what I mean? So this is talking about the battle of Jericho, where they just took the city of Jericho. You know what I mean? But when we was taking the city of Jericho, the Lord told them not to do something. There was something specific that the Lord was very specific on to not do. You know what I mean? So keep reading the next verse.
Verse 17. And the city shall be accursed, even it, and all that are therein, to the Lord. Only Rahab, the harlot, shall live, she and all that are with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that were sent. And we sent,
Right, so what does that mean when they say the city shall be accursed? What is that letting them know? That the whole city is accursed, except for Rahab. Go ahead.
What it sounds like is that God was giving he was giving Jericho to the house of Israel, to the nation of Israel anyway. But what he was saying in that verse is that because Rahab had looked out for the messengers, he's going to destroy them. He's not going to destroy them, but destroy those that are in the land, because that land belongs to Israel.
Right, that's true. But think about if the Lord is about to destroy America, and He say America is a curse and everything that's in it. What is He saying? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Is he saying that? I don't know the way to say it, so it's lucky if I say it wrong. But is he saying it like kill them all?
Well, yeah, He said kill them all, but when they say like everything is a curse in the city, I mean you're not supposed to take nothing from that city, man. You know what I mean? Like if America was about to be destroyed, and the Lord said America is a curse, and everything that's therein is a curse. That don't mean you grab your favorite pair of Jordans, or, you know what I mean, something like that. You find something in the streets or something like that that was somebody's possessions, and you take it. It's supposed to be cursed, man. Everything, that whole city is supposed to be laid to waste and destroyed. You know what I mean? That's what the Lord was saying with Jericho. You know what I mean? Hold your peace. Then he was saying pretty much, don't take nothing from Jericho, man. You know what I mean? The only thing that should even survive from Jericho being destroyed is Rahab and everything that's her possessions. You know what I mean? Her household and her possessions. Those you can take, boom, because she hid the messengers. But everything else, you're not supposed to stumble upon it and think, oh, well, I could just take this back. It's all right. You know what I mean? That's what he was saying by it being cursed. Read the next verse.
Verse 18. And ye are to keep yourselves from the accursed thing. Let ye make yourselves cursed. When ye take of the accursed thing, and make the camp of Israel cursed.
Right, there you go. It said, and ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, man. You got to stay away from it. If it's a curse of the Lord accursed it, you want to stay away from it, man. You know what I mean? That don't mean you can do it. No, I mean you can try to hide and do it. You understand? It's a curse from the Lord, man. Because what happens when you take it and it's a curse from the Lord? Go ahead. Right, you take the curse with you, man. You will curse yourself. You understand? That's absolutely right. It says, lest ye make yourself a curse when you take the accursed thing. Keep reading.
Verse 19.
No, read that last part, that last sentence. the camp of Israel a curse. Meaning not only did you make yourself a curse, but you made the whole nation a curse. You made the whole camp of Israel a curse, man. You know what I mean? What you do is not just depending on you. It can affect your brothers. It can affect your family. You understand? Is it not true that what our parents do affect us sometimes? If not in most times? You understand? Like, you gotta think like that. You don't just do things for yourself, man. You do things for your nation. That's why when they say when you come into the truth, you gotta sacrifice your life for this truth. Because it's not just about you no more. This is not a selfish thing that's going on. Go ahead.
Sorry, sir. Can we use when we were told not to take anything, and we took the Babylonian garment one time, and everybody, and we started losing wars, and we took the Moabitish garment, and the Lord punished us too.
That's in Jericho. That's what we're talking about right now. But you damn sure can use that. Because that's what's going on right now. The Lord told them, he jumped ahead, he already know. Isaiah, Levite, you know what I mean? He already know the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? He jumped ahead, but that's exactly right, man. That's what they talking about. A damn Babylonian garment. But we're going to get into it. We can skip that and jump down to chapter 7. Oh, no. Actually, read verse 19.
Verse 19. But all the silver and gold and vessels of brass and iron are consecrated unto the Lord. They shall come into the treasury of the Lord.
Right, but the money, the silver, the gold, and the vessels of brass and iron, those are supposed to go to the Lord, man. Now, you know something's supposed to go to the Lord. That don't mean it go to you. That don't mean you can take 2 pennies or 2. Like, if the Lord say, I want all the pennies, the dimes, the nickels, that don't mean you be like, well, it's just 1 penny. You know what I mean? I'm going to just take the Lord going to know you took his penny, man. You know what I mean? Don't shortchange the Lord. You understand? But that's what that was supposed to go when they went to Jericho. You understand? But read it. So now we're going to jump to chapter 7. Somebody give me Joshua chapter 7, verse 1.
Joshua 7, verse 1. But the children of Israel committed a trespass in the accursed thing. For Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took up the accursed thing, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against the children of Israel.
Right, you understand? Somebody in the school, in the camp, not in the school, but in the camp, during Joshua time, took up the cursed thing, man. You know what I mean? They was thinking about themselves, man. You know what I mean? They went in there, they ain't think about but they didn't think about the Lord. That's a selfish brother right there, man.
Yeah, right.
You understand? Joshua just told them what the Lord said. The Lord said, don't do it unless you do what? Unless you curse yourself and you make trouble in the camp.
That's it.
You know what I mean? It let them know off rip in face value. If you do something to curse, you can mess with your brothers, man. You can mess with the camp. You know what? He didn't care, man. He was selfish. That's how you got to have it in your mind, man. You know what I mean? When you come into this truth, this is all about brotherhood. Don't just worry about yourself. Don't just care about yourself. Don't just think in your mind, well, it's just me. Well, if anything, it's going to affect me. You know what I mean? No, what you do can affect all your other brothers too, man. You know what I mean? What you do definitely matters. You understand? It ain't just some, I got to worry about myself and, you know what I mean? This ain't what, I worry about me, myself, and I. That's not what this is. You know what I mean? That's just like, that spirit is like, it's damn near like Esau. You know what I mean? Like Cain. What did Cain say when he killed Abel? Am I my brother's keeper?
Yeah, right.
He wasn't worried about his brother, man. You know what I mean? Well, and here we are our brother's keepers, man.
Yeah, right.
We do worry about our brothers.
Yeah,
We do
right.
care about our brothers, man. You know what I mean? So much that we're willing to do what we got to do and sacrifice what we want to do what the Lord say that we need to do. You know what I mean? That's how much we care about our brothers. To put aside your personal wants. You know what I mean? Whatever you lusting after. You understand? That's how it got to be. Shalom on Christ. Somebody just called in?
Shalom, Yahanna, your man Xavier checking in.
Shalom Yabashim Yashab Brakatah. What's going on? Yeah, everything to wild. You understand? But read verse, where we at? Read verse 2.
Joshua 7, verse 2. And Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, beside Beth Aven, on the east side of Bethel, and spake unto them, saying, Go up and view the country. And the men went up and viewed Ai.
Right, so after we won the war at Jericho, you know what I mean, after Joshua and them won the war at Jericho, they was going to go to Ai next, to battle with Ai, to get Ai. You know what I mean, this is the whole time where they're conquering the Middle East, that's what they call it today, which is the promised land. It's really the promised land, you know what I mean, that whole area is for us. But that's when they was getting all the nations out there because they was ready to take the promised land. You know what I mean, so they going up to Ai next. So he sent men to scout out Ai. You know what I mean? To go look and see what was going on. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 3. And they returned to Joshua and said unto him, Let not all the people go, but let about 2,000 or 3,000 men go up and smite Ai, and make not all the people to labor hither.
Right, so why he say that? Why he tell them? Oh wait, well it tells you that at the beginning. You read that last part?
For they are but few.
Right, so the men go back, that men go up there and scout Ai and said, okay, you know what, we don't gotta send our whole military. You know what I mean? We ain't gotta send all the men. You know what I mean? Just send about a couple thousand. There's only a few of them. You know what I mean? A couple of thousand will easily be able to square them off and do away with them. You know what I mean? That's what he was thinking. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 4. So there went up hither.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead. You said Salaki?
Can you ask the reader to speak up a little bit? We can barely hear my line.
You can speak up a little bit.
So there went up hither of the people about 3,000, and they fled before the men of Ai. Verse 5.
Right, so it said there went up 3,000 and they fled before the men of Ai. What happened? Why would they flee from the men of Ai? What just happened?
Like you said.
Go ahead.
Most High wasn't with them.
Right, you know what I mean? The Lord wasn't with them, man. They went up to Ai and they got their ass kicked. That's what happened. They started dying.
Right.
You know what I mean? What they thought was going to be something that was going to be done in short work, something that was going to be done quick, real easy, ended up killing them. They ended up running away from them. You know what I mean? That's what happened. Now, we all know if we lose a battle, the Lord ain't with you. You understand? But now we're going to get into why the Lord wasn't with them, man. You know what I mean? But they fled from the men of Ai. Something that they thought was going to be simple and easy. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 5. And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men, for they chased them from before the gate, even unto Shebarim, and smote them in the going down, wherefore the hearts of the people melted and became as water.
Right. The men of Ai smote them, man. So who knows what smoke means?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
You know, sure.
You said what? Say that again?
Like I said, you put it on them, you destroy them.
Well, give me the, okay, you're right, but give me the like, you know what I mean? What's the definition of smoke? Like, what does smoke mean? Like, we know it means to destroy them, but what does it actually mean? Like, if you smite somebody or you smoke someone, it's two definitions that it can mean. What does it mean? Go ahead.
Like smite somebody or smote somebody is past tense of smite, which means to kill.
Right. It's either kill or strike. It could be a simple strike or it could be to kill. You know what I mean? So when they say the AI smoked them, they was killing them, man. They was killing the Israelites. You know what I mean? They seen them come up with 2,000-3,000 ready to go to war. They grabbed their arms and they started killing the Israelites, man. They started killing us.
Damn.
You know what I mean? They chased them. It said they chased them. Read that again. Read that again from the top.
Verse 5. And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men, for they chased them from before the gate.
Right, so they sent 1,000 and it said it only smoked 36 men. It only smoked 36 men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got 2,000-3,000 men, and you know what I mean, they killed 36 of them, and that was enough for the brothers just to be like, the brothers not like that was enough for the other brothers, you know, the war, the army, the military. That was enough for them to be like, Nah, something wrong, bro. Like, why we dying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That also goes to show you how the Lord roll, man. You know what I mean? If you got the Lord on your side, it's damn near like when you see a death. The hell, you know what I mean? The Lord must not be with us. One man died. The Lord must not be with us. You know what I mean? Let alone 36. You know what I mean? You know, Esau go to war. He prepared to lose what? Thousands of men. You know what I mean? Esau go to war and he fight the other nations. He don't get. It's damn near like the infantry. He don't give a damn about. You know what I mean? He expect the infantry to just get their ass kicked, and then he'll just come in sending his planes and his drones and you know what I mean, all type of warfare by the air. You know what I mean? Go ahead. You said Salakia?
Calling out of one corner. It's so heavy that you bring that out. You know what I'm saying? Those brothers, those 3,000 men that went, you know, to take AI and seeing that 36 of their brothers died, they showed true brotherhood by saying, hold up, we can't keep doing this because our brothers are dying. That's brotherhood, Slocky.
Right. You know what I mean? And that's exactly right, man. You know what I mean? Because when we go to war, you know what I mean? Yeah, we ready to die. We ready to give our life for our nation, for the truth, for the Lord. But it's damn near like you don't even respect no deaths, though. You know what I mean? Because the Lord is with us. You know what I mean? There's times where we go to war and angels is fighting with us, man.
That's it. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? You don't expect to lose nobody. But they lost 36 men out of the 3,000 men they sent. They lost 36 and they started to run. They started to flee. They was like, nah, hold on. Something wrong, bro. Something wrong. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Verse 6. And Joshua rent his clothes and fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of the Lord until the eventide, he and his elders of Israel, and put dust upon their heads. Verse 7.
No, read. We were still at the verse. We were still at verse 5.
Verse 5. And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men, for they chased them from before the gate, even unto Shebarim, and smote them in the going down. Wherefore the hearts of the people melted and became as water.
Right, the people melted, man. It was like, what the hell going on? You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 6. And Joshua rent his clothes and fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of the Lord until the eventide, he and the elders of Israel, and put dust upon their heads.
Right, you know what I mean? So once they died, the 36 men died and they reigned back, Joshua seen that and he rent his clothes, man. You know how when you get mad, you just angry, you know what I mean? And fell to the earth. You know what I'm saying? That means why? Somebody said Salaki, go ahead.
Yeah, you want to say the young man Brian calling in?
I got you now. You doing too well?
Yeah, I'm alright, Connor. I'm alright, otherwise.
Alright, Most High in Christ. You understand? Read that again, verse 6.
Verse 6. And Joshua rent his clothes.
Right, he rent his clothes. He angry, you know what I mean? Keep going.
And fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of the Lord until the eventide.
Right, and fell before the ark. You understand? He fell. You know what I mean? You know why? Because he cared about them brothers, man. You know what I mean? It's not like Esau. He don't give a damn about who died in the war.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Even in Memorial's Day, they'll say memorials for Memorial Day this weekend just passed. Even in Memorial Day, they really don't give a damn about them military vets, man.
No.
You know why? Because the military vets want to come home and be damn homeless on the streets if they really care, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? A lot of them homeless people you see on the streets are old veterans, man.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? They done gave their whole life fighting the war, came home to nothing, man. Came home to a wife cheating, you know what I mean? Done divorced them, took all the money somehow, you know what I mean?
Damn right.
And they ain't got nothing to give, nothing left. They damn lost their legs, they can't get a job.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? They got some type of disability or PTSD which make them mentally insane, so they can't do nothing, man. You know what? They end up being homeless. You understand? But Joshua cared about his brothers, man. He made them drop down before the Lord, like, man, what the hell? Why did these brothers die? You know what I mean? Because it's not just these brothers that's hurting; they stay families too, man. You know what I mean? That's women that don't got a husband no more. That's children that don't got a father no more, man. You know what I mean? All because of what? One brother didn't give a damn. All because one brother was selfish. That's what you're gonna find out. It was because. Keep going.
He and the elders of Israel and put dust upon their heads.
Read the next verse.
7. And Joshua said, Alas, O Lord, our power, wherefore hast thou at all brought this people over Jordan to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites, to destroy us?
Right, you see that? That's what they wasn't expecting, no deaths. Joshua said, Wherefore have you brought us over Jordan to fight these people, to deliver us in their hand? You know what I mean? You told us to go up there and fight them, to kill us, so we can die? You know what I mean? That's what he asking the Lord. You know, right? And he not asking it in no arrogant way or like trying to Lord. He just know that he was the one that gave the command. So he feel guilty of them dying. You know what I mean? That's why it's so important to listen to your camp leader and the men above you. They're responsible for your life, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? They the ones that got to worry about if something happened to him, well, I gave him the order to do this. Or, well, you know what I mean? They got to worry about you. You know what I mean? They got to worry about me. They got to worry about us. That's why it's responsible. That's why it's so important to follow the orders, man. And follow the men above you. That's not an easy burden that they got on their shoulder to be carrying. Like, you got to think about it. If Cap send us out to go to camp and something happened at camp, you know what I mean? Cap gonna feel like it was his fault. You know what I mean? He would feel like it's his responsibility. He'd be like, what the hell, Lord? What? You know what I mean? What happened?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You understand? But that's how Joshua was. Keep going.
Would to God we had been content and dwelt on the other side of Jordan.
Right. If that was the case, we would have been content and okay with just staying here. We just won Jericho. Shoot, we'd have been cool on this side. We ain't got to take the whole land. You know what I mean? That's how he was thinking, man. Because he didn't want none of his brothers to die. It's all because he cared about his brothers, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 8. O Lord, what shall I say when Israel turneth their backs before their enemies?
Right, and that's another thing, too. What is he going to say when we running away from our enemies now?
Man.
We showing that we cowards. We scared.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? That's why we tell you that we don't want no cowards in here, man.
Damn right.
We don't want nobody that's going to go out to camp and then as soon as somebody come up and try to, talk aggressive or something to the camp, you scared as hell, like, well, why they doing that to us, man? You know what I mean? Maybe this is not for you. You know what I mean? We gotta have brothers that's willing to give their life for their other brothers, man. You know what I mean? That's how we want it in here. You understand? Now, if you ain't there, you ain't at that point when you first come in, no sweat, we'll get you there. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Some of us might have not been, you know what I mean, the roughest cat. That don't mean nothing. We'll train you into it though.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, we won't train you to the rest cat. We train you to a warrior, man. A warrior of the Lord, man. A soldier of the Most High in the Most High's army.
Damn right.
That's what you will be. You know what I mean? That's what you will. The commander General Yahanna does raise men. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? He was like in his mind, what am I going to say if Israel's turning their backs and running and fleeing for their enemies, man? You know what I mean? Being scared. Keep going.
Verse 9. For the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land shall hear of it.
Right. You understand? That's what goes on today, man. Because, we got black people that want to murder that be quick to take another brother's life. Now, I'm not advocating violence. You shouldn't do it. But as soon as it comes to a Ku Klux Klan member or somebody that's an enemy of our nation, they ready to bow down to them. You know what I mean?
Salaki,
Go
sir.
ahead.
That's heavy you brought that up because just the other day I saw there's a post on social media that it was a Klan rally and one of the Klan members had got heat stroke. The black police officer was quick to help him, get him out into the shade. I'm like,
right, but that same black police officer will be quick to, jack up and beat a brother and throw him in jail for damn near nothing.
damn right.
You know what I mean? And that's what the other nations see, though. That's what he's saying right here. Well, what if they see this and see we running from our enemies? That's what they see us doing now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Esau see us running from them, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Esau seeing us, you know, scaring and being scared of them and having fear in them. Now, I'm not saying you go out there and, you know, commit no violence to Esau, but show him that you're not a damn coward, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Show him that you don't fear him, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we say in the school. If you about to get arrested, go ahead and take that arrest with some dignity, man.
Damn
You know what I
right.
mean? You did it, go to jail. You know what I mean? We'll get you out. We don't let no brother stay in jail at all. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all knew that if that wasn't a UPK stance, we don't let no brother in jail, man. We get him out ASAP.
That's damn right.
You know what I mean? But don't be whining and begging and, no, please. Don't do that, man. You know what I mean? You look like a coward when you do that. I'm just going to be real with you. You know what I mean? Because other nations see that, man. That they get off on that. You know what I mean? Seeing that we fear them. And when you fear somebody, that lets them know that they can keep coming after you. They can keep attacking you. Because you'll never do nothing to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Keep going.
And shall environ us round.
Right. Environ means to surround us. You know what I mean? To come around us. Keep going.
And cut off our name from the earth.
Isn't that not what they do?
Damn right.
They do that today, right?
Damn right.
They try to cut off our name, man.
Damn right.
If Esau can get his way, there wouldn't be no more black people and Hispanic people on this earth, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? He would just destroy us all if he could get his way, man. Go ahead.
If I may, is that similar to the prayer we say in Psalms? And they say, let the name of Israel be no more.
Right. Let the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. You know what I mean? Because what? They want to give the white Jew the name of Israel. They want to call them Israel, get them a country that's called Israel. You know what I mean? And get them our nation. And then kill us. Kill us off, man. You know what I mean? If they could get that way, that's what they would do. Not even just Esau, that's what all the nations would do, man. You thinking that any of these nations care about black, Hispanic, and Native Americans? None of these nations care about black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Keep going. That last verse? Yeah.
And what wilt thou do unto thy great name?
Right, and we said, what would thou do unto thy great name? That's let you know that we'll never be destroyed. They'll never kill us off.
Never.
Because we are remembrance of the Lord's name, man. You know what I mean? We are the Lord's presence on this earth, man. You understand? The Lord ain't gonna get rid of his own presence. He ain't gonna get rid of his own people, man. You know what I mean? But that's what they were saying. Well, they accomplish us and they kill us. You know what I mean? We your chosen. We your chosen people. You know what I mean? They won't never be able to do that. You understand? Keep going.
10. And the Lord said unto Joshua, get thee up, wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face?
Right, so what did the Lord say to him? He said, man, get up. He on, you know what I mean? Face of the ground in the dirt. Like, Lord, what you know what I mean? What's going on? Lord, you know, that's how you know the Lord is a nigga too, man. You know what I mean? And that's just like, man, get up, man. What you on the ground for, man? Get up, man. Get your ass up, man. You know what I mean? That's what the Lord said to him. Get thee up, man. Get up. You understand? Keep going. No, Slacky. And not only did he say get up, he said, why are you lying on the ground, man? What you on the ground for, man? You know what I mean? Keep going.
11. Israel have sinned.
Right, that's what the problem was, man. Israel. Now we know it was one person who did it, but why did he say Israel as in the whole nation? Because you ain't just accountable for your actions, man. Yeah, right. The Lord judged nations, man. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? And that goes for Esau, who thinking, well, it wasn't me who participated in the slavery, or you know, you got some of the coons. Well, you know, it's some good white people. Maybe it is. I can't tell you it's not. But I know one thing. The Lord judged nations, man. You know what I mean? It could be only one devil doing evil. The Lord will judge that whole damn nation, man, because that's what he did to Israel, man. You know what I mean? Somebody says, Salaki, go ahead.
Call out of one card. Based on his point that you just made about there is no good oppressor out here, you know
You know what I mean? That's right, but you got a lot of cools that think there's some good white people out there. I don't think so. You know what I mean? But maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I tell them the analogy all the time. If I get put into a cage of snakes, right? You know what I mean? And it's 100 snakes. 95 of them is poisonous, 5 is not. Am I going to try to sort through the ones that's not poisonous? Or am I going to say fuck all them snakes? Salakia. You know what I mean? I'm going to say F all the snakes, man. You know what I mean? But I do know the Lord judged nations, man. You know what I mean? Like, you got to understand, we always put in slavery, right?
Yeah, right.
But there was people that followed the Lord back then. You had the prophets, Jeremiah, Isaiah. You had prophets. They were following the Lord, but even they got put into slavery, man. You understand? Keep going. Go ahead.
It's like Isaiah 14 and 21.
Read it.
Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Right. Prepare slaughter for the children, man. Not for them. For the children, man. Keep going.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
Because of what their fathers did, man. You understand? What they did affects the children. What they did affects their nation, man. Because the children is all of them. They all children. You look at you can't look at not one devil, you know what I mean, one Caucasian person and say you're not a child. Even if they grown, you might be 90 years old, but you know what? You still the child of somebody.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? They all children, man. That's them saying prepare slaughter for their nation. You understand? Keep going.
Come, sir. That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right, and that's what's coming to them, man. They're never going to rise again. They're never going to possess no land. You're not going to own no land. You know what I mean? Take pride in America, because that'll be the last thing you own. You know what I mean? You ain't going to own no land, man. You understand? Nor fill the face of the cities, man. You ain't going to be able to populate cities, man. You ain't. That's what's coming to them. But that was a perfect precept to that, man. The Lord judges nations, man. One man sinned, and the Lord said Israel has sinned. You understand? One man. So keep going on that.
And they have also transgressed my covenant, which I commanded them.
Right, and they. That's another plural thing. It's one man that did it, though. It was only one. Verse 1 tell you it was what? But the children of Israel committed trespass for Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah. That's one man. That's one person. You know what I mean? But he's saying they, man. Israel has sinned. You understand? What you do can affect your brothers, man.
Yeah, right.
It ain't just you. Go ahead.
So on topic with what we're talking about, how what one man can do. If I look at Martin Luther King, what he did by trying to integrate us has affected us to this day. And one man.
Yeah, right. I brought that up at the beginning of the class, man. You know what I mean? You got Martin Luther King. He destroyed the whole nation, man. That didn't just affect him. You know what I mean? Now that's why you got brothers and sisters that think that, you know what I mean, that we supposed to be integrated. You know what kills me too, now that you brought that up, you know what kills me too? When brothers and sisters say, like, okay, you have somebody, because you know voting coming up. I think they got the Georgia presidential elections coming up in the next couple of weeks. You know what I mean? But what kills me is where, you know, we're not supposed to vote. That's against the law to vote. But what kills me is when people say, when you say anything bad about voting, they number one thing they want to come up with is, well, our ancestors died for voting. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? Some nonsense like that. You understand? How did our ancestors die for voting, man? That don't make no sense. If you ask our ancestors, they would separate from the white man.
Yeah, right.
They would see all the murdering and all the killing going on. You know what they would do? They would want to separate from the white man.
Yeah, right.
Not vote. You know what I mean? Not fight. They wasn't fighting for no vote. They was getting murdered, first of all. They wasn't fighting for nothing. You understand? But that's what Martin Luther King did, man. You know what I mean? Try to integrate us into the white man. You know what I mean? Right. He said in his famous quote, to burn the house. But you absolutely right about that. Keep going, Azar.
For they have even taken of the accursed thing.
Right. They have taken of the accursed thing, meaning, when the Lord said it was a curse, that city was a curse, they took of it, man. The Lord come down right now and say, yeah, I'm about to get you out of America. Everything in there is cursed. Don't take nothing. But you got your favorite, whatever it is, your favorite whatever it is. You think, oh, well, he ain't talking about this. I'm going to take that. You just took something to curse, man. You know what I mean? It don't matter how much you loved it, you know how much you cared about it. The Lord say, leave it, man.
Damn right.
Don't even think twice. Don't even look back.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? I'm out. You know what I'm saying? That's how you supposed to be.
Like you look back.
Slocky, sir.
You like Lot's wife.
Right, you look back, you be like, wow, you turn to a pillar of salt, man. You know what I mean? Somebody just lock you online.
Oh my God. So could we also use all these holidays are as an accursed thing that we have taken part of, and it still also has affected us?
Right, man. These holidays is the cursed thing. Memorial Day is a cursed thing, man. You know what I mean? People celebrate Memorial Day because they want to just barbecue.
Right.
And I guess it's a thing, but I heard people popping fireworks around where I live. It was like, what? I thought that's not 4th of July, you know what I mean? I didn't know they did that, you know what I'm saying? But people popping fireworks and stuff, man. But Memorial Day is an accursed thing, man. You know what I mean? Especially when we don't honor none of our ancestors, man. You know what I mean? We don't honor the people that was in slavery. We damn near want to forget about slavery.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? You damn near, well, that's in the past. You know what I mean? Well, that's this, that, and the third. You got all types of, you know what I mean, brothers and sisters say stuff like that. We don't want to remember nothing that's black, man. The most black people want to remember is Martin Luther King.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? What about Harriet Tubman, man? Harriet Tubman wasn't with them. He wasn't with integration.
No.
Harriet Tubman, a lot of people that think that they blackity black, I be seeing this all the time. A lot of them people that be thinking that they blackity black and be like, Harriet Tubman, don't realize Harriet Tubman probably would have been like, you despicable coon, nigga. You know, Harriet Tubman probably looking at that nigga like, you know what I mean? Go ahead.
Slocky, sir. People don't talk about Nat Turner, and they don't talk about, Rosa Parks. They don't talk like General brought up the other day. Rosa Parks hated white people.
Yeah, I remember that. Rosa Parks said she would rather die. She said, I will never sleep with a white person. You can kill me, I'll die. You can sleep with my dead body, but not when I'm alive, man. That's Rosa Parks, man. That's what came out of Rosa Parks' mouth. You know what I mean? But a lot of people think what? That we supposed to integrate. You know what I mean? We don't want to remember those. We don't want to remember the you know what I mean, the famous black people that was against the white man, that was fighting against him.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? That was trying to separate from him. You know what I mean? But we want to remember Memorial Day. You know what I mean? We want to remember a day that celebrates the white man expanding his empire.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Going over to other countries and taking their resources. That's what you want to remember. The soldiers that died doing that. You know what I mean? The white man know what he doing, man.
He do.
You know what I mean? According to the white people, that's an honorable thing for them to have a Memorial Day for their fallen soldiers that fought for them. But for black people, nah, that ain't for us, man. You know what I mean? That's an accursed thing.
Damn right.
You understand? Keep going.
And have also stolen and disassembled also.
Right, they just stolen too, man. Not only did they take the accursed thing, he stole from the Lord too. Two of the things the Lord said not to do, man. You know what I mean? That's a stiff-necked people right there.
Damn right.
Keep going.
And they have put it even amongst their own stuff.
Right, that's why I say don't cover nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? He took it and put it amongst his own stuff. They'll never find it. You know what? It's in my. It's good. You know what I mean? Like in his mind, he probably was thinking, okay, I'm gonna steal it right now. If I wait about good 7-8 years, they'll forget about it. I just pull it out and I wear it. I rock it. They won't know where I got it. Where you get that from? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know how black people do.
Damn
You know
right.
what I mean? They'll you know, black people will steal your crap and help you look for it. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
They'll steal something, they'll steal your money. I don't know where it goes, man. I'll help you look for it. Meanwhile, it's in their pocket.
Damn
You know
right.
what I mean? Put it amongst their own stuff, man. Keep going.
13. Up, sanctify the people, and say, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow. For thus saith the Lord God of Israel, there is an accursed thing in the midst of thee.
Right, there's an accursed thing, man. But the Lord knew how to sanctify, to get that out, get that accursed thing out. And that's one thing that will happen. You know what I mean? What you do can and will affect your brothers, but you will pay for it too.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? And that's what y'all about to read about going forward. You understand? Don't think that you're going to get away with it. You know what I mean? So now you got to live about, well, not only are you not getting away with it, you also have to live that you hurt other brothers too, man. You cause other brothers, you know what I mean, mischief, problems. You understand? This is not just a one-man thing. We're not a one-man army. This is not a one-man thing. We are a nation, man. We are together. You know what I mean? This is a brotherhood. And to uphold it, to uphold the brotherhood, you can't think selfish, man.
Yeah, right.
You can't think just about yourself or what's going on in your life or what's going on or what you got to deal with. You know what I mean? Keep going.
O Israel, thou canst not stand before thine enemies until ye take away the accursed thing from among you.
Right, because until this accursed thing get back, they can't even go to war, man. You can't be amongst your enemies because they gonna kill you unless you get this accursed thing out, man.
Dang.
You know what I mean? A lot of black people nowadays is you know what I mean? They try to make, you know what I mean? Black people nowadays, they try to make fun of us because, you know what I mean? We count on the Lord to get us out of these troubles. You know what I mean? We put our faith in Christ coming back and returning to destroy our enemies to get us out of these troubles. And they'll say, oh, well, you praying to Sky Daddy. You know what I mean? All that nonsense they saying. Not realizing that we wouldn't be in these conditions if you wasn't so damn hard-headed.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? If you were getting in your mind that this is our power, we wouldn't even be in the conditions. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
They don't got no answer to get out of it. You know what I mean? You want to make fun of us, well, we know you know what I mean, the solution to get out of the trouble that we in. You want to make fun of us, but you got no solution. You know what I mean? Your solution is, well, we gotta stop asking for handouts, and we gotta, you know what I mean, get off our ass and start working and doing this. It don't matter how much work you can do. There's only so little you can accomplish, man. No matter how much work you put in. This kingdom, this system is not set up for black people, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? But we can't be, you can't think about in your mind, you know, the blacks, oh, when y'all gonna take up arms? Where, you know, you got a lot of black, you know what I mean, niggas that they'll see I.S.U.P.K and they'll be like, well, I ain't with the, you know, the Bible and the teaching and the, you know, following the commandments. I want to do what I want, but when y'all start going to war, let me know. Hit me up. Let me know. I'm going to be there.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Well, we can't stand before our enemies with no accursed thing, man. We will not let you know.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
Damn right.
We don't need you to go to war. We need the brothers that's in here to go to war, man.
Damn right.
You understand? The ones that don't got the cursed thing amongst them. You know what I'm saying? Because we bring you, we might die. You know what I mean? We bring you, the Lord might just be like, you know what I mean? And kill us, man.
Damn right.
That might just happen. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
14. In the morning, therefore, ye shall be brought according to your tribes, and it shall be that the tribe which the Lord taketh shall come according to the families thereof, and the family which the Lord shall take shall come by households, and the households which the Lord shall take shall come man by man.
Right, so the Lord gonna figure this out. He gonna sue everybody by their tribes. The tribe that is chosen, y'all gonna come by y'all families. Y'all gonna come by y'all households, and those households is gonna be on those men. You know why? Because it was the men that went to war. And it was a man that took the accursed thing. Ain't no need to question the woman. The woman didn't go to war.
Damn right.
Ain't no need to question the children. The children didn't go to war.
Damn right.
It was the man. So man by man, he was going to call them up by the tribe, the family, and the household. You know what I mean? Keep going.
15. And it shall be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire.
Damn. It said, if he that took that cursed thing shall be burnt with fire, man. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen to this person who took that. So like I said, what you do can affect your brothers, but don't think that you're going to get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Don't think that it's something that's just going to be passed on to be lightly taken. You understand? Keep going.
He and all that he has.
Right, he and everything that you have, man. Now you gotta look. You gotta think about it. What it's gonna tell you, but think about it. As a man, what all do you have?
Like got your family.
You got your family, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people might think, well, I got my car, I got my house, I got, you know what I mean, my clothes. Yeah, you got that too, but you also got a wife and children.
Damn right.
You also got a family.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? All that's gonna be gone. You know what I mean? That's how the Lord rolled. And why would, well, we gonna get into it later. Keep going.
Because he have transgressed the covenant of the Lord, because he have wrought folly in Israel.
Right, you understand? Because that's what he did, man. You understand? He caused 36 families to be without a husband or a father in their household, man. A son in their household, man. That's what he called a brother. That's what he caused. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 16. So Joshua rose up early in the morning.
Right, and even so, Salakin, even so, this is so heavy that that's the reason why brothers shouldn't be out there so ready to kill another brother, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when you kill a brother, you taking home a brother, a son, a father, a husband. That's what you taking from people, man.
Damn right. Damn right.
If we cared about each other, we realized that you wouldn't do that.
True.
You understand? You will understand what you actually doing. You understand? Keep going. Read that though.
And brought Israel by their tribes, and the tribe of Judah was taken.
Right. So he said he was going to bring them by the tribes. So the first tribe they called was Judah, niggas. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It was like, y'all go ahead and come up. So he took them by the tribe, like the Lord said. Keep going.
17. And he brought the family of Judah.
Right. So he brought the family of Judah. Keep going.
And he took the family of Zarhites.
Right. So he separated by the tribes. He was like, okay, Judah. You know, all the other tribes was like, oh. Weight lifted off my shoulder. Judah was like, oh, man. You know what I'm saying? But he took Judah, and he went by the families. He went to the Zarhites family. The Zarhites, you know what I mean? Now they up. Keep going.
And he brought the family of the Zarhites, man by man.
Right, so man by man was the family of the Zarhites, man. You understand? And you got to also think, man, what you do can bring shame to your family, man.
Damn right.
You gotta think about if you was a Zarhite, you was a part of that family. You might not have did it, but the fact that you even up there getting questioned, you're like one of these. You know what I mean? One of my brothers done brought shame to my family, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
Damn right.
They done brought shame to my family. Now we getting questioned because it was one of us, and you feel ashamed, man. You know what I mean? Somebody gotta put their phone on mute. You gotta put their phone on mute. Bible Quashad the water. Keep going.
And Zabdi was taken.
Right.
18. And he brought his household, man by man. And Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, was taken. 19. And Joshua said unto Achan, my son, give I, pray thee, glory to the Lord God of Israel.
Right, Ain't that a way to start off a questioning? God damn, that's a way to start off the questioning. My son, I pray thee give glory to the God of Israel, man.
That's right.
He already let you know. That's like you gotta understand. That's like similar but more strong because it's actually the true God of the world of Israel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Of the one that is over everything, the Most High God. But that's like equivalent to what was supposed to make people fear when they go to court and they say, swear on the Bible and the oath or swear on the Lord or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be like that. It's similar to that. You know what I mean? But when they talk about it in the Bible, in the court or whatnot, they talking to some fake Jesus, homosexual. Right. But this is talking about the real Lord, the God of Israel, man. The Most High power. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's like saying that, man. That's pretty much what he's saying. Like, all right, swear on God, man.
Swear on God.
Swear on God. You know what I mean? Give glory to God. That's like what he's saying. You know what I mean? Keep going.
And make confession unto him.
Right, make confession to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Admit it. And you got to also realize that how he asking this question. Now you got to understand in your mind, like one will read this and will think what? Read my mind.
It's like Catholic Church confession.
No, not like that. But that's true. But not like that. Okay, this is Joshua. This is Joshua questioning them.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, swear on God. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Give glory to the Most High God of Israel, and make confession. Now you hear that? What would you think that? What would you think in your mind?
It sounds like the high priest Joshua. He already knows what the Most High already knows what you've done. You just come out and say it, and you'll make a heart of yourself.
That's what somebody would think. But what is really going on here? Go ahead. That's what somebody would think. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, cause kind of is it kind of like like the police did with you in the investigation room, like you know what I'm saying, like how they tell you like you ain't got to write a statement, you know what I'm saying? You sure you want to do this, and then after that it be like okay, so tell us what you did or so and so. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it is, man. You know what I mean? It's like you get interrogated by the police. They don't know you did it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what they're going to do? They're going to act like they know so you can confess.
Gotcha.
That's what they were doing. He didn't know he did it. Joshua did not know if it was him or not. But he was questioning everybody like this. Go ahead.
Salaki, and just like in verse 48, I bet he spilled all his beans.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? He'll spit it all. Because in his mind, he would think, well, damn, he know what I did. No, he don't know what he did, but it's the way he was talking and interrogating people. That's how the cops do it, man. Cops be like, okay, we know you did it. You know what I mean? Your friends done already snitched on you. Meanwhile, your friends did snitch. You the snitch. You know what I mean? Your friends didn't snitch. They took it. They was like, man, we going to trial. But they go to you, and they like, you know what I mean? Well, your friends done already told on you. You're facing 25 years. You might as well go ahead. We can give you a deal. Just go ahead and tell us what you know. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, they lying to you, man. I mean, he wasn't lying to him when he said it. He's like, when Joshua told him, he wasn't lying to you. The cops, they go above and beyond. They'll tell you, oh, he snitched and we already know. But that's not what Joshua was doing. Joshua was just questioning him like that. Like, just give confessions. Just go ahead and admit what you did. He didn't say, I know you did it. He said, just go ahead and admit your confessions. Because you know what that'll do to somebody? That'll be like, damn, man, I did it. Why lie about it? Now, if you talk that to a regular person, go ahead and make confessions. They're like, confession to what? I ain't do nothing. You know what I mean? That's how you find out people is lying a lot of the time. They're like, I ain't do nothing. And let's say it confident because they know what? They didn't do nothing.
They're right.
They know, no, I did what the Lord told me. You know
right.
what I mean?
They're
They'll
right.
argue with it. They'll argue with it. Nah, bro, don't put that on me.
Right.
I did what the Lord told me. You know what I mean? But if you guilty, you got a guilty conscience, you know what you're going to do? You're going to spill the beans, man. You're going to let it be known on what you did. Because you're going to think that's your way to try to find a bargain deal, a plea deal. Well, I admit it. You know what I mean? But that's how he was questioning them. He questioned everybody like that. You know what I mean? Give praise to the Lord. Go ahead and admit what you did. Go ahead and confess. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Tell me now what thou hast done. Hide it not from me.
said, tell me what you done, man. Don't hide it.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me what you done. Just go ahead and tell me what you did, man. Just let it out. Let me know. You know what I mean? And don't hide it. Don't lie. Don't hide. You know what I mean? Like I said, you didn't do nothing. I ain't got nothing to hide. I didn't do anything.
Damn right. Damn right.
You know what I mean? And you on to the next. Because that's how you'll know. If you can go through that and still be like, I didn't do nothing, you ain't do nothing. You know what I mean? That's what Joshua knew in his mind. If I could tell somebody all this and they'll be like, I ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, he ain't do nothing. I can tell. You know what I'm saying? There's ways to figure it out, man. You know what I mean? You can't hide what you do in the dark.
Damn right.
You can't hide what you do in secret. The Lord said that. The Lord see. You might be hiding it from you know what I mean, the men above you, but you're not hiding it from the Lord, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Keep going.
Khan 20. And Khan answered Joshua and said, Indeed, I have sinned.
Right, that's what he said. He heard that. Indeed, I have sinned, man. Indeed, it was me. I did it. Keep going.
Khan, against the Lord God of Israel, and thus have I done.
Right, keep going.
21. When I saw among the spoils of a goodly Babylonish garment.
Good night. He saw a good Babylonian garment, man.
Right.
Every time I read this, you know what I think of?
Salaki. No, it's like Babylonian garment. Did they even wear garments?
They probably didn't, but you know what I mean? You know what I think of when I seen this brother, he came across this Babylonian garment, was like, I gotta have it. What I think of? Somebody said Salaki online, go ahead.
Come cuz, bro, you think about like with brothers and sisters that be going up to New York.
That be going into them Jordans, man. That's what I think about. Man, I had them $200-300 Jordans, man. Boy, them was fire. Them retro number 7s. I really was never a Jordan fan, you know what I mean? I like Nikes, you know what I'm saying? But I never was a really Jordan fan, but you know, them retro 90s number 1s or whatever, you know what I mean? That's what I think of, man. You just had them Jordans that you just had to have, man. Go ahead.
So, sir, if I may, if it's a Hamite garment, he probably smelled it before he saw it.
You know what I'm saying? But he seen the garment, or like you said, the Babylonian garment could have been a damn, like, you know what I mean? Like what we would like to call today dashiki. Then was seen a dashiki and was just like, oh man, this dashiki fire, man. This is a nice dash. Damn, but you had to have a dashiki. It was that bad. You know what I mean? You got brothers killed because you just wanted the dashiki. You know what I mean? That don't make no sense, man. You know what I mean? But he seen the Babylonian garment and he had to have it. Keep going.
When?
Oh no, it's like after that and 200.
And 200 shekels of silver.
Right, and he stole from the Lord too.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did he take the accursed thing, that's the accursed thing that he took. But he also stole from the Lord, because the Lord said what? That all the silver, gold, brass, and iron shall go to the Lord's treasury, man. That should go to the Lord.
Yeah, right.
But you know what? He seen what? 200 shekels of silver? He seen 200 shekels? Okay. It's 100,000 shekels. This 200 ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's 100 pennies. This 1 penny ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he thought in his mind. Like the Lord wouldn't care. Now the Lord told him to give all that money, man. Don't steal money from the Lord.
Yeah, right.
You understand? Keep going.
And a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight.
Right, and a wedge of gold that weighed as much as 50 shekels. You know what I mean? He thinking about a come up. And meanwhile, they had a war. We had a war. We just defeated our enemies, and all he could think about was a damn come up.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Oh, I'm about to come up. I got this Babylonian garment, this silver, this gold. You know what I mean? Rather than what the Lord said, man. You know what I mean? That's the problem with a lot of black and Hispanic people today. All we can think about is a come up. We don't want to think about what the Lord said to do. We don't want to follow the Lord. We just want to think about our selfish damn self and a come up. Man, you was about to get the promised land. But you just had to have the 200 shekels of silver and the Babylonian garment and some gold. You just had to have it. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Then I I coveted them.
Right, and that's why it's a law. It's against the law to covet things, man. Because when you covet things, that leads to you stealing it. When you be like, oh man, I want that. Oh man, he got that. He don't deserve that. It's gonna end up leading to you stealing it, man. It's gonna end up leading to you taking it.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Killing a brother over a damn material thing, man. That's absolutely insane, man.
Damn right.
You understand? The run up in a brother's house just because of a TV he got, or you know what I mean, some money that you know he got,
Damn right.
and kill him and his family and take his money. You know what I mean? That's evil, man. That's what Esau do.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Esau see countries, but he do it on a wide scale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He see countries that he want. He go and run up there and take it, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Keep going.
And took them, and behold, they are hid in the earth, in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it.
Right, and he put it amongst his things. Keep going.
22. So Joshua sent messengers, and they ran unto the tent, and behold, it was hid in his tent, and the silver under it.
Right, you know what I mean? So Joshua sent his officers, he sent the messengers. You go find that, man. Oh, he said he hid it there. Go find it. You know what I mean? They found it. Keep going.
23. And they took them out of the midst of the tent, and brought them unto Joshua, unto all the children of Israel, and laid them out before the Lord.
Right, so in front of all the children, in front of all the Israelites, man, from the whole nation, and laid it out, yeah. You gotta think about it too, how ashamed you should feel, man. You lay it out in front of the whole nation, yeah, this the one that was accursed, this the one that stole, and this the one that had 36 of our men killed. This is him right here, and this is what he stole. You know what I mean? People probably look at that like, for that? Like, you know what I mean? All that for that? Just for that? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? You gotta be ashamed of yourself, man. Keep going.
24. And Joshua and all Israel with him took Achan and the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedge of gold.
Right, so they took him, you know what I mean? Everything that he took. Now I'm about to get into it. Keep going. Because that's really just simple. I mean, they took him, he did it. You know what I mean? They took what he took, the Babylonian garment, the silver, you know what I mean? But the next ones is the heavy ones. Keep going.
And his sons.
Right, he took his sons too. You know what I mean? Not only does what you do affect your children, I mean, not only do what you do affect your nations and your brothers and sisters, it also affects your children, man.
Yeah, right.
It definitely affects your children. His sons got took for what he did. You thought he cared about his sons? You think he loved his sons?
Yeah. That's like kind of.
He didn't. I mean, you would think that he do, but he don't love them enough to do right what the Lord say, because that's what love is. Love is following the Lord.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? No, he didn't.
Yeah, right.
He cared about himself more than he cared about his children, man. He was selfish.
Yeah, right.
You understand? Keep going.
And his daughters, and his oxen.
And his daughters. Think he loved his daughters? Apparently not. You know what I mean? You would think that he did. Apparently not. You know why? Because he didn't know enough to follow the Lord, man.
Yeah, right.
You understand? And his oxen. That means all his animals. You know what I mean? Keep going.
And his asses, and his sheep, and his tent.
Right. Asses, sheep, tent, everything he owned, man. His house. Keep going.
And all that he had. And they brought them unto the valley of Achor.
Right. And all that he had, man. Everything that was in his possession, it got took and brought to this valley. Keep going.
And 25. And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us?
Right. Why did you trouble us, man? You know what I mean? Why did you do this? You understand? You got to think about it in your mind. What he did is like equivalent to coming to camp unclean. You know what I mean? Something might happen to that camp. You know why? Because you didn't take camp serious enough.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
You thought camp was a joke. You thought camp was just where we go out there and we just yell at niggas. That's what you thought in your mind. Just go to camp and yell at niggas. It's nothing serious.
Damn right.
No, that's serious, man. That's a job. That's a profession, man.
Damn right.
That's being a prophet. That's what Christ did. That's what the prophets did, man. You know what I mean? That's the privilege of doing that. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Khan, the Lord shall trouble thee this day.
Right. You troubled us. You decided to sin and cause, you know what I mean, cause harm to your brothers. Well, the Lord is going to trouble you now. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, they still can't bring back those 36 brothers that died, though.
Mm-hmm.
Those 36 brothers that died is still dead, man. That's still 36 families without a son, a husband, and a father, man. Go ahead.
Damn right. And this right here is heavy because Christians are always quick to say, you can't judge me. Only God can judge me. You really want God judging you?
Yeah, I say that all the time, man. That's absolutely right, man. You know what I mean? Christians be quick to say only God can judge me. Meanwhile, they don't understand that you trying to help them so they don't get judged the way they should.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? You telling them what they doing. You telling them that, yeah, man, you can't be a homosexual, man. That's against the Bible. You know what I mean? Oh, God don't like homosexuals. You can't tell them, you know what I mean? They thinking that God gonna be like, give me 1 second. They thinking that God gonna be open arms. Meanwhile, you trying to save their life, man.
Damn right.
Talking about only God can judge you. Yeah, you're right. He is the ultimate judge. He's the one that's going to judge you. But his judgment ain't going to be telling you what you did was wrong.
Damn right.
His judgment going to be putting you to death.
Damn right.
I'm not putting you to death. I'm just telling you what you're doing wrong. You know what I mean? But you're damn right about that. Somebody said Salaki online?
It's so good that you bring out that point because Christianity has brainwashed folks to think that, Christ is the Most High, all love. But, and they always, like you say, only God can judge me. But if you want God to judge you, he's saying, the day of the Lord, is darkness, and don't nobody wants that. Nobody want to actually see him come. So to be judged by the Most High, that's not really what you want to do. Especially when he gave you a grace period to get right.
Yeah, right. Damn right, man. You know what I mean? But that's Christianity for you, man. You understand? Keep reading, though.
Khan. And all Israel stoned him with stones, and burned him with fire, after they had stoned them with stones.
Right. So read that again from the top.
Khan. And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? The Lord shall trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned him with stones.
Right, so that's what happened. That trouble, first he got stoned. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know if y'all don't know what actual stoning is. Anybody know how actual stoning goes?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
When they bury you in a hole and up to your neck, they pelt you with big stones.
Right, you know what I mean? So when they talk about stoning somebody to death, don't think they just, I mean, it's still bad, but don't think that you just standing still and they just throwing rocks at you, you know what I mean? You get buried up to your neck, and they take big rocks, and, you know what I mean? It's kind of, you know what I mean, it's real gruesome, you know what I'm saying? It's real graphic, but yeah, you get rocks thrown at your head only, and you crack your skull open. I mean, essentially that's what happens until you die. You know what I mean? But they stoned him. That's the first thing that happened. He got stoned to death, man. You understand? Keep going.
Khan. All Israel stoned him with stones.
Right, all the Israel. The whole nation stoned him. You know what I mean? Keep going.
And burned them with fire, after they had stoned them with stones.
Right, and then burnt them with fire after. After they were stoned, let's burn the body now, man. You know what I mean? And it said them. It wasn't just a Khan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was his animals. It was his tent. It was what he stole. And more importantly, it was his sons and daughters, man.
Yeah.
His sons and daughters had to go through that. Why did the Lord do that?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead. Go ahead. because you know how people like to think today. Well, it was only me. Only I should be offended. Only I should, you know what I mean, pay the punishment for it. Oh, you ain't got to worry about it. It's just me. You know what I mean? That's how people have it in their mind. They think, oh, it's just me. You know what I mean? So why did he do this?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
Because when you go back and read in the laws of Moses, he said he's going to punish you into your children's third and fourth generation. Salaki.
Okay, that's not really talking about this. When he said he's going to punish you to your third and fourth generation, that's more talking about like in reincarnation. You know what I mean? That's not talking about he's going to punish your children. You know what I mean? That's more so talking about don't think that you can escape punishment by dying or something like that. You know what I mean? When you get brought back in the third or fourth generation, then you're going to die too. You know what I mean? That wasn't talking about what just happened here. That was more along the different lines. Somebody else want to give it a try? Go ahead.
Does it go back to what you said a couple times though, like how the brother was inconsiderate of the nation, he was inconsiderate of everybody else's family, like he didn't even care about his kids, his family. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You took a brother, you took a husband, you took a father, you took a brother. You know what I'm saying? You took somebody. So I mean, like, it's only right that you like your life already ain't gonna pay enough for them brothers going. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Your whole family just gotta go, man. You know what I'm saying? Like your whole family gotta go because you affected so many families. It's like, hey, it's the least that, you know what I'm saying? That it's the least of effort that can, you know what I'm saying? It's like it.
Okay. That's not necessarily it, because you gotta think about it like, okay, for those family members that had their husband or the father took him, they really not gonna want your whole family to die. They could really care less if it was like maybe you. They'll be like, okay, well it's him, but you know what I mean. It'll be wrong for them to think, okay, get his family too now. You know what I mean? That's how niggas in the world think. You know what I mean? So it wasn't along the lines of that. You know what I mean? Or it didn't have nothing to do with like, okay, well, this many people died, so you know what I mean? It's not like a retaliation thing. You know what I mean? It's not like, okay, 36 people died, well now your whole family got to die to equivalent to those 30. That's not how it is. You know what I mean? It's a specific reason of why the Lord did that and killed all his and had a stone and burned up all his belongings and his possession and his children. It's a specific reason. Go ahead. Hold on. Let me get a brother in class a chance. Go ahead, Isaac.
So I can serve by May. It's the Lord has a reputation to uphold. It's similar when he had, he gave the order to kill King Agag, if I'm not, or Agag or Agag, for trying to kill everything he had.
Right, all the Amalekites.
Yes, sir. So he's like the Lord has a reputation to uphold. He don't just gonna kill one. He killed everything, his family, and he burned everything. To fear the Lord.
Okay. You right there, you on to it. That last part, the fear of the Lord, was definitely a part of it, but somebody bring it home to me. Why the Lord did that?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
Was it to make an example?
That's y'all there. That's on to it, but I want you to bring it home. You know what I mean? Somebody else want to give it a try? Like, it is the fear of the Lord. Go ahead.
Now it's the fear of the Lord, but because he touched a cursed thing that the Most High said not to touch, that cursed his whole family and including the house of Israel. So in order to make it right, he had to do what he had to do. Slaughter.
No, that's not necessarily it right there. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Salaki, sir, if I may, is to root out his family forever so that we cannot rise again.
No, that's not. So I'm gonna get one more person go. I'm gonna let one more person go. Go ahead.
Like I said, so it ain't like. So is it like? And this I'll ask the question. Like I don't know. Is it like? It ain't like. Since you put our lives in jeopardy, chasing thing you love, we gonna come after everything you love. Is it like that?
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. It ain't got nothing to do with like, you know what I mean, vengeance or retaliation or nothing like that. what happened is the reason why the Lord did that is like you said, it's the fear of the Lord. You know what I mean? It's to make sure you don't do that. You know what I mean? Make sure you don't go against the Lord. But why is that so important? Because going on today's topic is about what? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead online.
Well, it's about brotherhood. It's about not affecting our people.
Right. And what's the word that I use? You got to be in the class. What's the word that I use to describe that? If you only, you know what I mean? Like, don't be what?
Like it.
Go ahead.
Selfish.
Right. Don't be selfish, man. You know what I mean? Because in your mind, and people, you hear people say this all the time. In their mind, what do they say? They say, well, if I do this, just I'm going to be punished. That's not going to stop them from doing what they don't need to do. Because they selfish. All they care about is themselves. They willing to take on the consequences. They know damn well what they're doing is wrong. But you know what? They willing to still do it and gamble the odds. You know what I mean? They willing to still do it and be like, well, you know what I mean? People say it all the time. Well, it's not. Hold your peace. People say it all the time. You know what I mean? They be like, well, it's just me. You know what I mean? They just thinking about themselves. You're not thinking about. So that's not enough to stop them. Some people just want to die. Some people really don't value their life. They don't. You know what I mean? When it comes to them, they'll gamble with death, man. They don't care.
Yeah, right.
That's being selfish. All they care is about themselves.
Yeah, right.
But you know what the Lord will do? The Lord will take your family.
That's it.
Maybe that'll make you start thinking, okay, maybe I really can't do this.
Yeah, right.
I can deal with me dying, but my children and everything I got dying, I don't know. And that's to show them that don't just think it's you, man. What you do can affect your family. It can affect your brothers, man.
Yeah, right.
That nails it home. That's why the Lord took them, man. Because it's to let everybody know it ain't just you, man. What you doing can cause your family to die, too.
Yeah, right.
That'll make you fear the Lord. That'll make a lot of these gangsters on the street stop doing what they do. They'll be quick to rob you and beat you up and do all that. But you let them know the consequences of you robbing or killing or doing all this stuff is your whole family dying. Your mom that you love so much that you know, oh, my mom is my father and my mom on Mother's and Father's Day. Yeah, she gonna die if you do that. That'll make him stop.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? He don't care about his life. You know what I mean? He willing to gamble. You kill me, all right, well, it's just me. You know what I mean? I wanted to die anyway. But when you talking about his mom, his parents, his family, his children, all right, maybe I gotta stop. Maybe, you know what I mean? It's to hit home, and that's why it was done, man. You know what I'm saying? What you doing don't just affect yourself. You can't be selfish, man. Go ahead, young man, Kevian.
Cut the water first. So is that the same spirit like you know in the world? You know what I'm saying? When you be like, hey, if you try to ask a brother out in the street, you know what I'm saying? You be like, man, if I gotta lay down for like 10 years, so that ain't then I'll be back. But then, you know what I'm saying? It flip all the way around. Where like you might have to do them 10 years, but at the same time, you just started a war and now you losing more people than what you know what I'm saying? Is that the same kind of spirit, bro?
Say that one more time.
Okay, you know, like in the streets,
Right.
like you might be in competition or with them, and you call yourself, man, like you know what I'm saying, like I'm gonna do this. It might cost me this, but you know what I'm saying. I can deal with that. But it don't go the way it's planned, and then you start taking minute, you know what I'm saying, different laws, people and everything. You get what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, it's a selfish spirit, man. You're not worrying about the consequences that's gonna happen because of what your actions is. You just worried about yourself. Oh, I'll do it. Oh, and then you think, and you might factor it in your mind. Well, if it goes wrong, it's just me. You know what I mean? You can deal with it. You can find a way to deal with it yourself. You know what I mean? You risk it for the biscuit. You know what I mean? But you don't realize that what you're doing actually is putting in danger your family, man. It's putting in danger your brothers. It's putting in danger your gang members. Even like how you was explaining it. It put them in danger from your own actions, man. Because you thought that you was going to do something, and you ain't care about that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the same spirit, man. It deals with selfishness, man. You can't be selfish. It's not, everything is not about you. Everything don't revolves around your world.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we gotta realize. You can't be just thinking about yourself. Every time you do something, you think about the Lord and you think about your brothers, man. You know what I mean? You gotta think about your brothers.
Right.
That's true brotherhood.
That's right.
You understand? Keep reading. Read the next verse.
26. And they raised over him a great heap of stones unto this day. So the Lord turned from the fierceness of his anger.
Right, and that's what turned the Lord from his fierceness. The Lord was just like, yeah. That's how you know the Lord is a man of war.
Man, straight up, that's like
You know what I mean? The Lord is a man of war. He seen them stone and burn his whole family, man. It was just like, yeah, you got that accursed thing out. Most High in Christ.
Slocky. And the heavy part about that, I don't want is that that's his people.
Mm-hmm.
That's his people. So if he like that with his people, how you think he gonna be with these heathens?
Right. Right. You're damn right, man. You know what I mean? The Lord, when it comes, like it say in the Bible, the Lord punishes his children first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because he want to get us right. You know what I mean? He want us to actually, you know what I mean, get right and be righteous.
Yeah, right.
So that we can be the rulers of this world under his authority, under Christ's authority.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? He said, you are what, Amos 5:21? Only you have I known. Therefore I will punish you from your iniquities. You don't got to pull it.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean? But that's what the Lord's saying, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He'll punish us first, but don't think that he's not going to punish the heathens. And they going to get it way worse, man.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? But that lets you know the Lord is a man of war.
Yeah,
He's
right.
not going to boo-hoo. The Lord, it say in the Bible, the Lord don't want you to die. He doesn't wish death upon you. You know what I mean? He don't take pleasure in our deaths. It's something that he has to do because there's no other resort. You know what I mean? There's no other solution but to kill you and bring you back. You know what I mean? The Lord don't take pleasure in our deaths. But that don't mean that he won't kill you, man. That don't mean that he won't kill you. You know what I'm saying? Lord ain't nobody to play. That's why it's so wicked for Christians to think that God is all love. That's all you always hear from a Christian. God is all love. Well, in the Bible it said that you do this and you do that and you do this. But isn't God supposed to be all love? You don't know that Bible. You know what I mean? You don't know the Lord, man.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? You know Caesar Borgia. He's supposed to be all love and homosexual and effeminate.
Straight up.
But you don't know the Lord, man. A man of war. Where your whole family will die, he'll be like, I'm going to take this from y'all. You know what I mean? Like what it say with Phineas? When Phineas stabbed the brother that brought the Moabite in there after they got killed?
Javelin?
Yeah, with the javelin.
Yeah.
Put the javelin through the Moabite woman and the brother.
Come.
And the Lord said he was pleased with his actions.
Come.
The Lord was like,
yeah. And the curse was lifted.
And the curse was lifted, man.
The plague.
You know what I mean? The plague, right. You understand? That's how the Lord rolled, man.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Keep going, though. Is that it on that? Nah, yeah, keep going.
Fierceness of his anger, wherefore the name of the place was called the Valley of Achor unto this day.
Right. Now read. Go to chapter 8.
Verse 8. 8 verse 1. And the Lord said unto Joshua, Fear not, neither be thou dismayed. Take all the people of war with thee, and arise, go up to Ai. See, I have given unto the hand of the king, and his people of the city and his land.
Right, you understand? And after that, the Lord said, now go back up to Ai, because I have given the city to you, man. You know what I mean? We got that accursed thing out, and now we was able to accomplish victory, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that tells you also why we go so hard, you know what I mean, on the Christian church, man. You know what I mean? Why we don't believe that coming together with unity camps and being integrated or being together with all these other fake Israelite camps, man. You know what I mean? We go to war and you a fake Israelite camp. You thinking about, you know what I mean? You thinking that it's okay to defeat your enemies and then rape their woman. That's what you think is okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not going to war with you. You will be just like this brother, man, Akon. You know what I mean? Taking Babylonians, taking whatever you want. Because you thinking it's okay. Bringing a cursed thing in the you know what I mean, in the congregation, man. You understand? We're not with that, man. That's how you lose, man. That's how you get defeated by your enemies.
Damn right.
You understand? That's the mindset that you gotta have, man. You can't have no accursed thing by you. You understand? But when we got that away from us, now we're able to defeat our enemies. You know what I mean? Those that saying, "Oh, well, I will be with y'all when y'all go to war." Yeah, man. Man, you might not even be able to hold a gun because you're so high out your goddamn mind, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? We go to battle, you might leave your damn sword at home. You need to leave your gun at home because you're so damn high, man. You know what I mean? But you want to come war with us. You want to come battle with us. You know what I mean? It's damn near insane, man. Keep going.
God, verse 2. And thou shalt do to Ai and her king as thou didst unto Jericho and her king.
Right, you understand? Thou shalt do unto Ai the same thing that was done to Jericho, man. You know what I mean? Getting destroyed. That's another thing to let you know the Lord is about war, man. And he don't love all nations. Why is the Lord allowing us to kill these other nations that's in his land?
Yeah.
To get the land, man. You know what I mean? If the Lord loved everybody and God was about all love, he would just say, yeah, go up to Ai. I done already told them y'all coming. Just be with them and y'all gonna live together and share the land. Why he ain't do that? No, he said kill them, man. You understand? Somebody said Salaki? Somebody said Salaki online? Oh, no sweat. Keep going.
Only the spoil thereof and the cattle thereof shall ye take for a prey unto yourselves. Lay thee in ambush for the city behind it.
Right, you understand? He said only the cattle and you know what I mean, and the animals you can take, you know what I mean, to eat. I mean, so this time he was like, yeah, you can take the animals, you know what I mean, the cattle and the animals and use that for food, you know what I mean? But they was going to ambush the city, you know what I mean? Keep going. Anybody got any questions before you keep going?
Thanks a lot, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I got a question going back to what was brought up earlier about, about not taking anything, you know what I'm saying? And like, just destroying everything. Like, it might be a crazy question, but is that the same thing? Like, is that kind of the same spirit? Like, when a brother get out of jail or prison, and the first thing you do, you come home, you burn everything. You know what I'm saying? You destroy everything. Is that the same?
Well, I'm not familiar on, you know what I mean, brothers getting out of jail and wanting to burn everything. I ain't never really heard of that. I don't know about that, so. I mean, I want to say no, but I just never heard about that. Anybody else want to know about that, or you know, want to elaborate on that? Anybody know about that? That just sound like a nutcase to me. You just get out of jail and you just want to burn everything. But they thinking? Is he thinking in his mind like his stuff is what caused him to go to jail? Like it's some superstitious stuff?
It's a lot, is it? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Pick myself there. I was one of them. You know what I'm saying? I just thought I knew it was like some superstitious, but I thought it was like you know what I'm saying? Just like going back to that spirit that you were bringing out earlier, because I do know some people like you don't necessarily say the clothes the reason why you went in there, but it's just like being tainted from that and just trying to change and you know what I'm saying, just trying to leave everything.
That ain't the same spirit. What that sound like is, you know what I mean, you just not manning up to your own actions. You know what I mean? It ain't your house, your car, your clothes, or anything in your house. There's no spirit in your house that's causing you to do what you do. There's a spirit in you.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? No matter where you go, that demon, that evil, that foul spirit is going to be in you. You can move into a new house, a new car, new everything. You know, you can burn out everything that's old and get everything new. That spirit follows you because it's in you. You know what I mean? So, no, that ain't the same spirit. You know what I mean? That's dealing with, you got to change. You know what I mean? That's dealing with not you, you know what I mean, Keevan, young man Keevan, but, you know what I mean, anybody who be going through that or thinking that. You know what I'm saying? That is deal with them got to change. You know what I'm saying? That's them got to stop doing what they was doing to get them in jail. Like, it ain't your house didn't cause you to whip up crack on the damn stove. Like, you don't need a new stove to not whip up crack. You just don't whip up crack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't need you don't need what other things people, you don't need a new address to not get weed shipped to your address. You know what I mean? You just stop shipping weed to your address. You know what I mean? So nah, that wouldn't be the same spirit. You know what I'm saying? When Lord was saying things is a curse in a certain area, he's just saying like, you don't want to, you know what I mean? You don't want to, okay, like if we going, like a Babylonian garment, like brothers ain't supposed to be wearing no Babylonian garment anyway. Like what they do, they culture of what they have is not your culture. That's what the Lord is saying. Like it's a curse. Like you gotta think about like America. You don't want to take nothing from America because they got a certain culture. You know what I mean? Which perpetuate a spirit. You know what I mean? America got a spirit on it. You know what I mean? And everything they do, like skinny jeans. You know what I mean? You don't want to grab some skinny jeans and rock some skinny jeans on because skinny jeans is their culture, which it do what? Perpetuate homosexuality.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean, the tight bathing suits and all the stuff that the woman wear, the horse outfits that the women wear. You don't want to take that because what would happen if you, I really don't want to say like taking them skinny jeans because I don't want to call brothers, homosexual because they're wearing skinny jeans, but it is a spirit on it. Now, it might be brothers that wear skinny jeans that's not homosexual. You know what I mean? I understand that. I don't want to say you're homosexual or not, but it's definitely very effeminate in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like your jeans is as tight as your woman leggings. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's like you might as well be wearing your woman's leggings.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's a spirit that becomes behind it. You know what I mean? Just like women wearing whores outfits. You know what I'm saying? Showing them little crop tops that show their stomach and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be taking no garment like that because then you're showing your body. You're going against the laws. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who knows what this?
Sir.
Hold on, hold your people a second. Who knows what the Babylonian garment looked like? You know what I mean? The Babylonian garment probably looked like some Egyptian, some Egyptian bull crap that they wear. Silky, see-through. You know what I mean? Who knows what it looked like? But that's what it was talking about. It's like their culture is a curse, man. Don't adapt their culture. Keep your culture. Go ahead.
Salaki, sir. Can we use 1 Thessalonians 5:22?
Mm-hmm. Read it.
Khan. 1 Thessalonians 5:22. Abstain from all appearance of evil.
Right, exactly. That's a perfect precept, man. Get that brother a hand, man. You know what I mean? You gotta abstain from all appearance of evil, man. You understand? And that's other people's culture. You understand? That's him taking that Babylonian garment is no different from him picking up a blunt. You know what I mean? Going to some other area destroying and they got weed on the table. You gonna take this? You know what I mean? First of all, it's just going against the Lord. You know what I mean? And it's just not your culture. That weed is somebody else's culture, man. That Babylonian garment is somebody else's culture. Somebody said, Salaki, go ahead.
Like the men's bag, like they call it a men's purse now that men are carrying. That's like another spirit of America.
Yeah, right. The fanny pack. I think that's what they call it, right? Oh, it's not a fanny pack?
Salaki, sir. The fanny pack was one back in the 80s. They wore around their waist. You know what I'm saying?
So now what is it called?
Come back with those too. But I don't know. I heard some cats call it a merce.
A merce? Somebody know what that is? Go ahead.
What she's talking about, they call it a man person. That's what that homosexual Dwayne Wade be carrying around. A lot of your celebrities be carrying around the Louis Vuitton bags. They call them man purses. They look like regular suitcases or what have you, but they just purses fitted for men.
No, I don't care if it's Louis Vuitton, Gucci, whatever, but a man purse is not what a brother should be rocking. You know what I mean? Get your wallet. You know what I'm saying? You need to carry some, wear a wallet. Damn near wear a book bag on your back, man. Like, wear a book bag. You know what I'm saying? If you need something to put, wear a book bag, man. I don't know nothing about no man purse, man. Go ahead.
You saw them that you bring out that book bag thing. Even these boys now, these young men now, they wear the little girl book bag.
see that, like the little small pink book bags. With, you know what I mean? I did see that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're right, man. That's other culture. That's like the Lord telling you that that's the curse, and you take that. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Hey, I see what you're saying too, because like you went to school, you know what I'm saying? The spirit of the I.S.U.P.K or the Most High I.S.U.P.K, like when you need a lot of stuff, man. That's why you wear the cargo pants, man. You got the cargo pockets. You know what I'm saying? Cargo pants have a lot of back of you. It's like.
Damn right, you know what I mean? Just like in the school, we got a spirit behind our clothing, the UPK gear. You know what I mean? The all black, the war scarves, the mitris, the headpieces. You know what I mean? The dawadas, the signet. You know what I'm saying? It's a spirit. The boots.
Damn right.
It's a spirit behind that, man. You know what I mean? And that's what you want. Go ahead. Somebody said Salaki online. Go ahead.
I just want to say that, you know, what you talk about in the class and when we're discussing how things are cursed. You know, America is a curse.
Right.
And everything that we touch here has done that to us. Everything here is homosexual. Everything has some sort of homosexual connotation to it of some sort. Because if it's not of us, if it's not of Israel, if it's not of the Most High, then really it can all be traced back to something that's homosexual. So this whole place is a curse, and that's why it's so important to be separate, to be holy, because we touch everything that the man can touch. Why?
Right, you know what I mean? Damn right. You about to say something too?
Slocky, I was gonna say that, you know, a lot of these other camps, a lot of these fake Israelites got, you know, Skechers and sandals. That's the other day I saw one, you know, he was teaching and whatnot. He had, I don't know if he was a Levite or not, but he had a Levite jacket on, blue jeans on. You know, I'm like, you know, it look like it. He had a jean jacket on. He's preaching, you know what I mean? No sense.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, right. You know what I mean? But that's why they, you know what I mean? They're saying it as a curse. It's not what, no, like you said, somebody getting out of jail and just burning this. You know what I mean? You're just a nutcase. You know what I mean? You don't want to change. You know what I mean? It wasn't you who committed the crime and, you know what I mean, made the crack. It was the stove. You know what I mean? The stove was calling to you. It said, cook me. You know what I mean? You're just a nutcase, man. You know what I mean? It's not the stove. You don't need a new stove, man. You know what I'm saying? Just stop, make crack on the stove. You know what I'm saying? You about to say something? No sweat. Go ahead.
If I may, I saw an Edomite student, you know, they come out of jail or whatever, you know, they feel it, they go burn the whole school down. They shoot everybody and they'll go blow up the Murrow building, the federal Murrow building, you know, just kill everybody.
Right, you know what I mean? Damn right. Anybody else got another question? Online, no questions? We're getting close to class end anyway. I'm thinking I'm probably stop. So I'm just opening it up for questions. Go ahead. Go ahead, sis.
It's on topic, but I have a question. Like, is it our culture, like, when it comes to funerals for the dead body that enter the church? You know how a lot of us, when we have a funeral, the body comes in the church.
Like funeral, okay. You say is it our culture to have a funeral or?
Inside the church.
Oh no. Like, okay, you can definitely have a funeral. You know what I mean? Funeral, but there's a UPK way to do a funeral.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? There's a UPK. Normally what we do is, you know what I mean? Well, our culture when we did, you know, when somebody were to pass away, you know what I mean? You would take a certain period of time to mourn, which I believe is 7 days, a week. I think that's in Ecclesiastes. If somebody can find that, you can pull it. But you gotta, it's like it say something along the lines of a certain time to mourn or to weep or something like that. It's something like that, I forget. But you have your certain time that you will, you know, mourn over the loss. And what we would do is we would wrap them in a sheet. You know what I mean? You would wrap the dead body in a sheet, and then you would just bury them in a sheet, like the coffins and all. And I'm not saying you can't get a coffin, but the coffins and stuff, that's not our culture. You know what I mean? And damn sure it's not our culture and going to no church and having no funeral. You know what I mean? UPK, we don't do churches. You know what I mean? We don't want no preacher, thank you Lord, over the body. You know what I'm saying? A Christian burial is a very, you know what I mean, disrespectful burial to a brother that's in the school. You know what I'm saying? So there is definitely, you know, man, UPK way of doing a funeral, but it's definitely not by, you know, I mean, going to the church and, you know, having that little ceremony and, you know, because I've been to, you know, funerals in church and stuff like that. No, you definitely don't want to do that. Go ahead.
Like, I didn't think about it, but like before, like when I was going to church, like, but now it's like, why would you bring a dead body inside of a church?
Right. You made the whole church unclean. You brought a dead body in your congregation when you congregate. That's like us bringing a dead body in the school. We wouldn't bring a dead body in the school. You know why? Because that would make the whole school unclean. You know what I mean? Think about it, even in Israel, when we have the temples, in the holy temples, damn near, like when we had the temples, it's damn near like, no, it's not even damn near. You had to be perfect to come into the temple, man. You know what I mean? You couldn't have a blemish to come into the temple. So why would you bring a dead body in the temple? You know what I'm saying? So no, you know what I mean? We don't do nothing that's associated with the church. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely a way you can have a funeral. There's a UPK way of having a funeral. But you know what I mean? We don't do nothing with the church. Go ahead.
Lucky, if I may. I know Captain Katazar does a lot of the funerals nowadays.
Okay. Right, so if you guys have some more information, probably try to reach out to Captain Katazar, and he'll be able to get information on that. Now, I know it probably was just a question, but you know what I mean? If it ever rise up, God forbid it ever rise up, you know what I mean? It happens, but you know what I mean? Captain Katazar, he has a lot of information on that. But yeah, definitely not going to no church and being in no church and, you know what I mean? Nah, that's definitely not the way to do it. You know what I mean? Anybody else got any other questions before I close out class? Go ahead.
Yeah, verse 2, it says in Ecclesiastes 22 and 12.
You said it was Ecclesiastes 22 and 12?
Ecclesiastes.
Oh, read it.
Ecclesiastes 22 and 12. 7 days do men mourn for him that is dead, but for a fool and an ungodly man all the days of his life.
Right, you understand? Meaning, if somebody passed, there's a certain number of days, 7 days, man, to mourn. And you know why the Lord said that? Because you holding that burden on your chest is you wanting to be in pain, man. You know what I mean? Passing is a part of life. You know what I mean? You know you're going to eventually die. Even when we get the kingdom, I hope y'all know, well, I'm pretty sure all y'all know, you are still going to die, man. Right. It's still going to come. You know what I mean? You're going to get old of age and you're going to pass of old age. It's going to happen. You're not going to live forever. You're not immortal. You know what I'm saying? Even Christ is going to pass. When Christ come and reign for the 1,000 years, he's going to eventually die. Now he's going to be born again and reign again. But that body that he's in is going to pass, man.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's part of life. You understand? So you get your certain days to mourn over it, which should be no more than a week. Because that's a heavy burden to have on yourself. So always, oh, well, my mom died on this day. You start to end up worshiping your dead mom, man. You know what I mean? That's what happens a lot of times when people cremate their parents or something like that. They cremate it, hold it on top of the fireplace, and they damn near worship the damn ashes, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Or every day that you know, your mom died on September the 4th. Every September the 4th, you go to the cemetery and, oh, mom died on September the 4th. You worshiping your mom, man, and you're burning yourself.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? You keeping that pain in. It's like you want to be in pain. You understand? And it's crazy because people always say what? Well, you know, your mom will want you to live your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Well, you know, your grandma will want you to go and live your life and do what you can. But you know what? You don't care about that because you like to be in pain, man.
Damn
you know what I mean? That's why I say a fool will mourn all the days of his life, man. That's what you'll do. You'll keep worrying about your 80-year-old, 90-year-old grandma that passed away because of coronavirus. I mean, eventually she was going to die. You know that, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the precept for that. Anybody else got any questions for closeout class? Go ahead.
Going back to like the apparel, when you mentioned about the women, you know, women wearing like so to speak bathing suits, you know, like
That's absolutely correct. You know what I mean? If you're a brother and you go to the beach, you decide you want to go for a swim. I know you was in the world taking your shirt off, trying to show your muscles and your chest and all your abs. That's showing your nakedness, man. You're not supposed to show your nakedness. You can't not wear a shirt to the beach. You know what I mean? You can't be naked. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you're gonna have to go there with some type of shirt on. You know what I mean? And some shorts on. Hopefully, you ain't wearing no damn speedos. You know what I mean? But if you do, that's cool. Just wear some shorts over it. You know what I'm saying? That's you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna question you. But you know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta wear some shorts with a shirt on if you're going swimming. You can't just, you know what I mean, not wear no shirt. You know what I'm saying? That's uncovering your nakedness. Same thing for the woman. You can't go in no bathing suit with your ass all out. You know what I mean? And your cleavage showing. You can't go in no bikini or no whatever they call it. No, you gotta have some type of, you know what I mean? You can have like the panties on or whatnot or whatever you wear, whatever you call them. But you gotta have like some type of, you know, dress or some type of short dress or something that's covering it. You know what I mean? And it's something that's like covering your top too. You gotta have some type of shirt on because that's uncovering your nakedness. I know you just swimming and you cooling, but that's uncovering your nakedness. You're not supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to do that. That's actually against the Bible. Go ahead.
Like that just dropped completely right there because I never thought about that. In that aspect of a man having his shirt off, like working in the yard or working in the gym or any that never that's why for that. Never knew that.
Yeah, nah, you can't have your shirt off around brothers. That's uncovering your nakedness, man. You know what I mean? Like, brothers ain't trying to see that because, you know, in the world, and that's what this wrong thing about America. America perpetuates homosexuality so much that they make it seem like it's nothing to see another man with his shirt off. You know what I mean? Nobody trying to see that, man. You know what I mean? Nobody, you know what I mean? That's for your woman. You know what I mean? When y'all alone together and y'all in the house together, that's for y'all. You know what I mean? Nobody want to see that. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, yeah, that's uncovering your nakedness. That's the reason why we got shirt. That's the reason why we got garments and stuff to cover up. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, you can't be just with no shirt on. And you know what I mean? Especially for women. Because I know brothers probably don't mind putting a shirt on, but I know women probably feel, you know what I mean, not saying the sisters in the class or nothing like that, but I know like a lot of women gotta wear a bikini. Like, you know, you just used to it. Oh, that's how I get my tan. My tan come in so good when I, you know what I mean, showing my ass and my titties. You know what I mean? Salaki. No, cover it up, sis. You know what I mean? Yeah, it might look good, but cover it up. You know what I mean? That's for your husband. You know what I mean? Or if you don't got a husband, your husband to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
You can't do that. You know what I mean? It's not how we get down. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else have any questions?
Salakia, sir.
You go ahead.
Salakia, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
I should have asked you at the beginning of class. Job 24, 2 through 10. I want to know, could that be used to describe how the oppressor will, you know, takes the land from the poor and build up like projects and barrios.
You said Job what?
Ghettos. Job 24, 2 through 10.
All right, read it. 2 through 10, okay.
I know it's kind of long.
All right, just try to get through it. Read it.
Hold on.
Matter of fact, since it's long, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna answer that in the next class. You know what I mean? I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna start off in the next class, and I'm gonna answer that one. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take a look at it, and I'm gonna give you the answer in the next class. Anybody else got any other questions? No other questions? Go ahead.
I just want to say excellent class, sir.
Yeah, Most High Christ. All right, well, you know what I mean? Since nobody else got no other questions, we got a whole bunch of Bible scholars online. Most High in Christ, you know what I mean? We'll go ahead and pass the class off to Officer Yahanna.
Go ahead and give it up for that powerful priest. Great class. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, we have June 5th, Friday, June 5th, we have the Feast of First Fruits. And let's see. If any brother wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, men of Israel, Amajim, Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. What we just said in English was, Most High bless you in the name of Christ. Most High in Christ bless you. All right. Yazbatah, hands down. We'll give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Sorry, means the turn. Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alatham, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. What we just said was, Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Yazbatah.